Four eighth graders on a school trip to New York City, posing for tourist photos in Times Square. A common scene for most of us, but there is nothing familiar about this experience for these girls. Caroline, Sylvia, Abbigail, and Moreene never even tasted that all-American delicacy, the hot dog, before this trip. They are four outstanding students from Kakenya's Dream, a boarding school for Maasai girls in a small village in Kenya, who were chosen to participate in the Model United Nations in New York. This trip, from home to here, is a lot farther than the 7,400 miles on the map.
When I was in New York, I was just wondering of the tall buildings because everything I could see just was tall buildings everywhere. Yeah, cars were very many and there was a traffic jam.
But to fully appreciate the distance they've come, you have to go back to the start of their journey. Sending four girls from a small town of dirt streets with more motorcycles than cars to the crowded sidewalks of New York City to become delegates to the Model United Nations is a powerful and visceral way of communicating to them the impossible is possible.
So how do you feel being here?
We are happy, excited.
You're happy, excited?
The girls' trip to the United States finished in Washington, D.C., with a tour of the National Mall, a history lesson, and a reminder from Kakenya that her dream isn't finished. These girls are just the beginning.
I come here and I get inspired by Martin Luther King because he was so courageous. Can you imagine being saying, I have a dream, where everything around him is telling him you don't, you can't rise up, but he believed in it. FGM and child marriage, those are issues in our community. Women are not valued, yeah? So we have to be driven by passion. You see Lincoln here talking about freeing the slaves. It takes a lot of courage, right? Though for us, there are people who've been ahead of us, so we have to follow on their footsteps, right? And to make sure we are always working to make the life of other people better. That's the legacy you leave. So it's not just about me, it's about all of us. So when we want a better world, we will get a better world. So that means you also have to work hard so that somebody else's life becomes better.